Okay, excuse the abrupt break there. This is Lucifer Tim, 33rd degree.
Do not know what we are, so all our knowledge is conjecture. Accept the truth about what we feel, believe it in the feeling.
Okay, so again, I apologize for the disruption. I promise I'll fix it tonight. We'll find out what is going on. I covered most of the things I wanted to talk about. I wanted to share a preview of the cover for the upcoming tabloid, but you'll have to wait unless you're on the newsletter. You'll get it there. Appreciate the caller, and we'll be taking more calls as the time goes on, and I'll also be going through a lot of the various voicemails that people have left. We're watching the skies here. Chinese space junk, now Russian space junk, endangering the space station. We got St. Kyle of Kenosha and his verdict for tomorrow morning to look forward to. We got General Flynn calling for a one world religion that worships Jesus F. Kennedy. And we got the Kennedy True Believers hanging out at the scene of Kennedy's death, waiting for him to return in some kind of bizarre, politicized second coming rapture event. All of this we can look forward to in the coming, well, week. In fact, there's an eclipse coming up that is going to be, I believe they said it's the longest lunar eclipse probably of the last couple of centuries. So a lot of things to look forward to. It seems like we have some kind of connection issues. I don't know what it is. So I don't want to spend a lot of time on that topic. Let me go ahead and just see who's on Mixler. Wes Berry says, I am the Antichrist. Is this a live show? Les Spirit says, I don't hear anything. Okay, that was a couple hours ago. We're on live now. Finbar says, we live in a crazy world. Absolutely. Absolutely. And there's a few other things out there that I've been really honing in on. And the main thing is this, the symbols. And there's a symbol out there, the symbol of the spear, that I've been paying close attention to that really stands out in the script. And it stood out since the QAnon shaman on 1/6 to the QAnon sent me killer who stabbed his kid 17 times to the use of the spear in the image of St. George slaying the dragon by QAnoners. And now you have the lead QAnoner, General Flynn, invoking the Archangel Michael. Again, if you look at Mark, you often see him with a spear stabbing the devil on the ground. And then just a couple days ago, Britney Spears was freed from the conservatorship. So what does all this mean? I think that it means this. I think that the spear represents the extreme tip, the extreme end of the QAnon faction or wing. I mean, it is the fringe of the right, but I think the spear represents the extremist end of it. Now we have the McCloskeys coming out, inspired by McVeigh. So, taken together, I fully anticipate that a quote spear is about to be thrown, chucked, and this will be some kind of major psyop, perhaps another Floyd Chauvin level event, maybe something even bigger. I have a few theories, but I'm not really into prognostication. The fact that we've been right about so many things is because we're accurately reading the obvious scripting, the obvious templates. And right now, I think we're living through a number of war games. You can find various novels that we're living through, bad dystopic sci-fi movies. In fact, right now we're living through Mad Max, takes place in 2021. And then you have Soylent Green for 2022. And Soylent Green may be coming true if you consider Astrocrete. Jennifer Lovecraft Reeves says, I took Amtrak down the East Coast, 32-hour ride. All right, let's see. Going through your comments before we go out of here. Just wait until the hyperloops are opening up. I mean, the hyperlooping could explain one way that they could fake space travel, by the way. Like, I don't think it's a coincidence that the space popes, both Musk and Branson, are deeply invested into hyperloops, which I really do think you could use to simulate space travel, especially now that they've introduced the idea of arches of chaos, the celestial autobahns, space manifolds that allow you to travel across the solar system or even galaxies in a straight line without having to invest in a generational ship where you're just going to live in there for a long time and have kids. No, they're talking about like a bullet ride to the nearest exoplanet. That's what's coming next, or the simulation of it. But it doesn't really matter. I've heard Elon Musk joke about how we might already live in a simulation. He's made jokes about how we might not even be aware that we stepped into one, and he kind of had this duper's delight smirk. And to me, that's pretty consistent with, well, the ones behind the scenes who know how the PSYOP entertainment complex works, and they know that we already exist in a simulation. So they're suggesting we might go into one. Yeah, it's probably funny to them because they know that, yeah, to the extent that you're a world stager, to the extent that you're a true believer in all of the fake world news, you live in a simulation. Just as much as someone born in a doomsday cult could be said to live in a simulation. Now, hey, really quick here, final note on this. I don't know what it is with the live stream being cut off and on. I don't know if there's any kind of explanation here without delving into borderline paranoia. But yes, it is getting kind of unusual, a little annoying. So I'm going to take some time here tonight, and I am going to fix it. In the meantime, if you want to leave any messages, it's 833-311-1984. And if you're not on the Discord server, I recommend it. You get on the Discord server by going to patreon.com/Infinite Plane Society. $2 a month, full access. Some more Lucifer Tim. Be back same time tomorrow. Actually, we'll be live in the morning for the Flat Earth Report on Free Earth Radio. So get on the newsletter so you don't miss the notification.